Handsome or not, I can't believe Mako would go chasing after another woman.
You're missing the point here. You're one to judge. Isn't this yours, Rei?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Rei Hino, lover of singing, overalls, and arson. Though cold and distant at first, when you get to know her, she's extremely assertive and eccentric, definitely the most dominant member of the inner Sailor Senshi.
Sailor Mars, you are so awesome!
I know.
So you might be asking yourself, why is she not the leader of the group instead of this dumb crybaby? I don't know, man, something about her destiny, something about being a princess. Who cares, man? Go read a book, you lousy fuck. She's notable for being the only member of the group to have powers outside of her Senshi form, being a psychic who resides in the Hikawa shrine as a shrine maiden. Her psychic abilities allow her to do things such as sense danger, weaken enemies, and she lives in the shrine with her two bestie birds, Phobos and Deimos, and her crazy grandpa who psychologically tortures his apprentice and harasses young girls in his shrine and on the street. However, we forgive him for all this because he's short and funny.
Stop!
Isn't this a hoot?
Yeah, Gramps, you sure nailed him!
You're the only one who gets my jokes, Usagi!
Despite his clinical insanity and pending sexual harassment lawsuits, Rei cares deeply about her grandpa and takes her duties as a shrine maiden seriously. But at the same time, Rei is the most ambitious of the Sailor Senshi. Something cute I find about the main cast of Sailor Moon is that they each have specific dreams tied to their character traits and sometimes even plotlines and arcs. This all falls apart when you realize they're all going to be immortal royal guards for life, but we can ignore that. Most of these are typical, I want to be a princess, I want to be a doctor, I want to be a pop star. But if you ask Rei what her dreams are...
Well, I want to be a singer-songwriter,
I have a
model,
vision for my life.
famous
A
voice
dream of
actress,
taking my
and,
personal brand worldwide. Who knows? Maybe I can keep this trend going. And we'd become super popular and famous. We'd be known as Hikawa Shrine to Shrine to get married, but I would never admit that.
And then I could release my own pop album.
Get real.
Her special moves all involve fire, of course, one of which, Burning Mandala, actually combining her psychic and fire attributes together, which is neat. But she also has objectively the coolest move in the whole franchise. Flame Sniper! It's so damn cool, it has its own badass song.
Would love to play Sailor Star or Flame Sniper.
See? This guy knows what he's talking about. This man's got great taste.
Mars! Flame! Sniper!
Something unique about Rei is that she goes to a different school than the other girls throughout the entire show. This doesn't really matter at first since Minako also goes to a different school. The only real change is the uniform, but when we arrive at the final season, the rest of the girls start going to the same high school.
I don't have to take makeup exams alone now. Yay, a fellow flunker.
And some of the plotlines even take place entirely in the school. So, in an effort to have the whole team together, Rei blatantly and hilariously skips school to hang out with her friends. But you know, it's a good thing she's there when the enemies attack. She's one of the more powerful Senshi and does a lot of the heavy lifting in the early episodes. But when you're up against a Tiara and fucking Bubbles, it's not much of a competition. Sailor Mars doesn't need a wand, a whip, goggles, or a weird-ass antenna. All she needs is her fire and the power of paper.
Evil spirit, be exorcised!
The paper is actually a shinsatsu, which are strips of paper handed out in shrines in Japan as a charm to ward off evil, and are also used as good luck charms. Also, if you're gonna look this up, just don't hit the images tab. Wait, did I actually say an interesting fact about a character? Oh, fuck. Okay, I have to say something funny now. Rei's a fucking bitch. Yeah, she can be mean to some of her friends, especially Usagi, but ultimately we see that she cares deeply for all of them. And we all know what happens when cartoon characters hate each other. Shipping! Seriously, how much you want to bet these shippers hear their parents fighting about a divorce and think, man, they really love each other? Regardless of any headcanons, Rei actually does have a real love interest. She has a brief relationship with Mamoru, but it doesn't go far.
I'm not about to hook up with a middle school girl.
Hi there, sweetie.
But later we're introduced to this guy. This surfer dude looking ass motherfucker Yuichiro wants Rei so bad he works full time at the shrine just to get closer to her.
Hi, Ray. Boy, do you look great in your school uniform.
And he does all this shit for her, like getting into fights with people over her for no reason. It's pretty entertaining sometimes how mean everyone can be towards him. But in the end, after all the shit he gets, even if Rei doesn't like to show it, you can tell he's won over her heart.
Come on now, lean on my shoulder.
Nah, I'll be fine.
Stop arguing, just do it.
Rei may be overly assertive and sometimes even an asshole, but she's never selfish. She doesn't like showing her emotions very much, but isn't hesitant to help out others when they're in need. Always facing any challenge she comes across with bravery, contrasting Usagi's emotional and cowardly personality perfectly. Okay, wait, I think I get it now. Rei Hino rules the battlefield with an iron fist, charged by a devotion to her cause and her friends. She is the guardian of fire and passion. She is Sailor Mars.
Right here.
Last Christmas, I gave you